everyone, and welcome to today's Daily Splat. Now today, I discovered something fairly interesting. Sometimes, you might suspect the world is a slightly cooler place than you think it is. Well, when I say cooler, I mean, more interesting. Today I discovered something called geocaching. Now, a couple of you will be aware of what geocaching is, but most of you will be going, huh? What's that? Well, it's a little hard to explain, so I've got a sort of official explanation here. So allow me to read it to you. Geocaching is an outdoor sporting activity where the participants use a global positioning system, that's a GPS, receiver or other navigational techniques to find hide-and-seek containers called geocaches or caches anywhere in the world. A typical cache is a small waterproof container containing a logbook where the geocacher enters the date that they found it. Larger containers such as plastic storage containers, Tupperware or similar, or ammo boxes, as in old ones that don't actually hold ammo anymore, are used to contain items which can be traded, usually toys or trinkets of little value. Geocaching is often described as a game of high-tech hide-and-seek, sharing many aspects with benchmarking, trig pointing, orienteering, treasure hunting, letterboxing, and waymarking. Okay, so essentially what it is it is a very sort of unique thing. Essentially what happened was, I was at Murdoch Uni today. I was involved in some children's theatre stuff, and I met up with a good friend of mine afterwards, and we're having lunch, and he said, I'm going to go do some geocaching this afternoon. And I said, what's that? And he went, you don't know? And, I didn't. He then called me a muggle, which apparently all you non-geocachers out there are, or at least you'll know that in the geocaching community, so there you go. And then he introduced me to the world of geocaching. Essentially, he pulled out his smartphone, something like the iPhone. His was actually something else. Anyway, basically, if you've got a phone that's enabled with the GPS satellite type thing, like an iPhone is, basically what you do is you join this website, and then basically you can access on your GPS the location of geocaches in your local area. So the map will come up, and there'll be these little bubbles with a box in them, and that's the location of a geocache. Once you get near enough to it, it will actually tell you how far away you are from it as well. Once you get near enough, you can change to a little radar mode, which will tell you where the coordinates are, so and so north, so and so east, for example. And then once you're within 10 meters or so of the item, you then have to look for it, and it can be really cleverly hidden. I went with him to one of the sites today. One of the sites, right, there was a clue with it, and it was something to do with rocks and bushes. So essentially it was hidden somewhere, there was this rock wall within the 10-meter radius, and we looked, and the geocache, the thing that contained the notebook to say, hey, the notebook where you can write your name to say, my name is such and such, and I found it on this day. It was hidden in a fake rock, like somebody had actually made like a fake rock which felt like a proper rock to the touch on top. When you flipped it upside down, there was actually a little hatch, and you opened it up, and inside was a little like sachet that contained, a tiny pencil and little bits of paper, and you could go, put your name in here. So John Smith found it on the 2nd of April 2011, something like that. If your name is John Smith, then you are going to be looked on the 2nd of April. You could. Anyway, point is, it's incredible. Apparently there's 10,000 of them in Perth alone. There's over 1 million worldwide. I mean, I know I have a lot of spare time, but I can't imagine going out there and hiding, these sorts of things. And it's remarkable. I don't think I'll take it up, I'll be honest. I enjoyed the whole thing. We went to find 3 or 4, and it was good. And you do get to walk about, walk through some nice parks. There are some rules. Obviously, it's not allowed to be on private property or anything like that. It has to be in the public areas, so it tends to be hidden in parks. At least the ones we went to were. There was one that was hidden in a fake sprinkler. there was like a row of sprinklers just underneath these bushes on the street, and somebody had put in a fake sprinkler, and so when you got close enough, you're like, well, where is it? And then, you have to pull the sprinkler out and open it up, and it's in there, and it's mad, but it's, at the same time, it's just brilliant, that this sort of thing goes on in the world. It's just absolutely incredible. It's a bit like the hidden packages thing from the old Grand Theft Auto games. It's like that, but in real life. And it's just, it doesn't really have a purpose. It's not like you can you find 100 of them and you win a prize. No, it's just so that you can go and explore, and discover these new things, and just have a look around. It's all just a fun little game. I've heard of people who actually go on holidays, not as in proper holidays, but like a trip to somewhere for a day or for 2 days, and just try and find as many as they can in a particular area. Just as a little fun thing to do. And it was quite, I think it'd be quite a fun thing to do with friends. I think doing it alone could be a bit, a little sad, unless you're, really into the game type thing. But I think it sounds like quite a fun thing to do with some friends. That said, like I said, I'm not really thinking of going into it myself. It was a fun experience. It was a strange experience, but I just thought it'd be a good thing to share with everyone here on the Daily Splatt, just in case they wanted to give it a go. There is a website, www.geocaching.com, and that is spelled geocaching.com. So geo, cache is in C-H, and then ing. And then, yeah, there's all sorts of introduction things. They could probably explain it a little better than I can. But yes, that is what I am sharing with you today on the Daily Splatt, the wonderful, secret, hidden world of geocaching.